Here are 4 things that are either going to ruin your chances or delay getting back together with your ex. The first thing is staying in contact and even doing favors for them. Okay, that's one thing if you already gave your word and said, hey, I'm going to come by and do X, Y, and Z. Okay, maybe you don't break your word. Okay, but stop doing favors for that person immediately. If you're staying in contact and being their nice little friend, that does them favors and all this stuff, you can pretty much bet you're never getting back together. So you need to cut that out immediately. 2, trying to have some kind of closure talk. Hey, let's get back together and see each other one last time and, talk about the sentimentality, about things we would have wished would have gone better, and maybe for the future we'll get back together. Like, no, you're just trying to get closer to that person so that way you can have some kind of heartfelt talk with the idea that maybe they'll latch onto that connection and change their mind. This is not a good idea. This is not a good look for you. The way that you need to approach your ex is with charisma and playfulness and talking to them like that person that just knows that they always get a romantic response to anybody of the opposite sex that they ever want to talk to. Not like, hey, yeah, I realize there's nothing here. Our romance situation is bone dry because I'm just, a chump. You don't want to do that, okay? So don't have a closure talk. Number 3, apologize. It's one thing to apologize lightly in the face of things getting brought up, okay? Maybe they bring it up again, and maybe you have to say, you know what? Yeah, that sucked, and I shouldn't have done that. But you don't sit there and over-apologize to it, okay? Don't sit there and access the concept of losing them in relation to the action that you took that was a mistake. It's one thing if it truly was a mistake. It's another thing if you're just apologizing just to get them back. So you need to think hard about that as well. But even if you truly made a mistake, sitting there and just getting into the details about how you suck and how you wish you would have done better, it's literally doing nothing for you. Apologize lightly once and then leave it alone. And the last thing is, if you go into no contact, it's been a while since you've heard from them, and they finally hit you up again, you immediately talk about problems or ask them to get back together. Like, doing either one of these things just reopens the wound for their past, and it literally erases all the time that you put into no contact, okay? And same thing with asking to get back together. It's like much too soon. You have to allow time to kind of enjoy each other's company slowly, as you did when you first got together. And by doing either of those things, you're just gonna erase all the progress that you made up to that point. Now, these are just 4 things you shouldn't do, but there's actually a whole laundry list of things that you should and shouldn't do. And if you want to get with me on the phone and have a discussion about your exact situation and what to do next, click my profile and click this link down here and get in touch with me.